Hello dear students, welcome to Newton Git Academy where we make your dreams come true. So today we will discuss about the most important and interesting topic, that is the circulatory system from the curriculum of CBSE and ICSE as well. And we will discuss top 5 questions from this topic. So let's get started. So the first question says, give reason why a mature mammalian erythrocyte lacks nucleus and mitochondria. So let me explain the question to you. As we know, when RBCs, that are the mammalian erythrocytes, when matures, lack some cellular organelles. The cellular organelles they lack, that are the nucleus and mitochondria. So the loss of mitochondria and the nucleus helps them to perform their activity. Loss of nucleus makes them biconcave and gives them a greater surface area so they can carry more O2. And the lacking of mitochondria that ensures the total as ATP consumption for the cell only. When there is no mitochondria, the total O2 that is produced, that is converted to lung only. So here is a diagram of erythrocyte that is biconcave and lacks nucleus, and there is a diagram of leukocytes that has a central bigger nucleus. The question says the left ventricle possesses a thicker wall than right ventricle, and the options are given below. So the left ventricle possesses a thicker wall because the left ventricle pumps out the blood to all the other organs of body and it needs more pressure. So this has thicker wall, and right ventricle only pumps blood to the lungs. So it has a much thinner wall and needs less pressure. So the correct option will be option D, that states that pumps oxygenated blood out of the heart. The left ventricle pumps oxygenated blood out of the heart. The question says, why is it necessary to know the blood groups before giving transfusion? So let me explain this. So before knowing why is it necessary to know the blood groups before giving transfusion, we need to know what is blood transfusion. In case of an accident, it becomes necessary to inject blood into body, that is the blood transfusion. In case of an incompatible blood transfusion, the recipient develops antibodies that attack the antigen that were present on RBCs of the donor. Okay, and this causes blood cells to clump together and this will result into the death of the recipient. We know there are 4 types of blood group. One is A, another is B, and AB and O. The 4 types. They have different type of antigens on their RBCs and antibodies in their plasma. So if a person of A positive blood group receives a B positive blood, then the blood in the recipient body will clot and cause them to death. In this question there is given systemic circulation is, and the options are these 4. Like left ventricle to right ventricle, the pathway is given. So let me explain the answer. Okay. By this flow chart of double circulation, we came to know like in the systemic circulation, the blood, the oxygenated blood flows from the left ventricle to the tissues and the deoxygenated blood flows to the right auricle. So our correct option will be the option D, that is from the left ventricle the oxygenated blood flows to the tissues and the deoxygenated blood to the right auricle. Okay. This question states that which of the following substances, if introduced into the bloodstream, would cause coagulation at the site of introduction? The options are like fibrinogen, prothrombin, heparin and thromboplastin. Let me explain what will be the answer. As we can see, the process of blood clotting or coagulation starts with the release of thromboplastin that is produced from prothromboplastins that are present in blood platelets. And this thromboplastins produces prothrombin to thrombin, and this thrombin in the presence of calcium ion converts fibrogen to fibrin, and this fibrin polymers then gradually clots and the blood coagulation occurs.
So dear students, our discussion for the important questions from topic circulatory system ends here. I have some important questions also for your practice at home. So you can pause and take screenshots from here and practice those at home.
So dear students, let us discuss what we have learned in the previous questions and summarize the topic circulatory system. So circulatory system is made up of blood vessels that carry blood away from and towards the heart, that is by the process of double circulation. It also carries oxygen, nutrients and hormone to cells and removes the waste products like carbon dioxide from the cell to outwards. So this is all for today's video. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel and share with your all friends that they can be helpful also. And I will be shortly coming with the next video with some interesting topic. So stay tuned.